Yo, what is up everyone? This is OJ over here from PlayerEssence.com and welcome to another PE discussion video that I have for you guys. So I've been so busy playing Pokken, uploading 1080p, 60 frames per second Pokken footage as far as the combat guides go. I looked at this and I was just like, okay, whatever, must be fake, but this leaked NX controller rumor has been circulating. People have been sending me notes on my YouTube videos that have nothing to do with it. So I decided, let's go ahead and talk about it. I wanted to gather my thoughts first, kind of get some opinions from around the different ecosystems that I network with, Nintendo enthusiasts, Andre Seegers from Game Explain, stuff like that. See what they had to say about it first before I decided I wanted to talk about it. And looking over just the controller design itself, just the first thing is that, in my opinion, it's better than the Wii U gamepad already because it's smaller. It already looks smaller. It already looks more ergonomical. It already looks more like a regular controller for the most part, just as far as the grips go. It's not as big. So that's the thing. That was the one big thing with the Wii U gamepad is that I think it was too big for a lot of people. Now, this controller is very weird looking. And if it is real, let's just treat it as if it is real. The prototype that they're showing here is probably not going to be what it looks like in the end design. They're probably going to make it more controller-ish. And I would probably say it wouldn't have that reflective mirror coat on it because that just looks really weird. So like I said, if this is true, it looks really weird. Now, some people are saying, oh, well, this proves that it's a handheld, but I'm not so sure about that. That could be a controller that you simply hook up to a TV and you play. You can play it on the go. You can play it on your TV. It could be a hybrid, so it doesn't confirm that it's like 100% in handheld. And plus, there's also been patents, because since this is based off a patent, there's been patents that say that there's going to be another thing that you can have, like a set-top box combined with the controller, and it can boost the performance of it. So there's all sorts of things this thing can be. So just right off the back, it is a very ugly controller, though. I will say that right now. It is very, it's very ugly. It has these weird thumbsticks on there. They look really small. They look like the circle pads, but not, yeah, they look like pretty much the circle pads. Like when the Wii U was first introduced, it kind of looks like that. So I think that would also change as well. Now, here's another thing, just to get back to why I don't think this is real, because I really don't think it is, but there's just like a random B button. If you look by one of the thumbsticks, it's just like a random, like an engraved B button. Why wouldn't they have more than that? I can understand prototype, maybe they're not done, but that seems like a really weird thing if you're prototyping a controller to leave out like assortment of buttons and just have one B button. Now that could just be something that they do, could not. Looks like it has a camera on there as well, a charging cord. So I don't know about this thing. I really don't know about this. It's the supposed leaked controller for the Nintendo NX. Now, here's the big thing with this. People are saying, oh, well, they've lost me as a customer. People are saying, oh, well, if this is the controller, then Nintendo is screwed. We need to wait and see. We need to wait and see on this. Like, let's say they did come out with this controller, and this is what you used, and you could hook it up to the TV and play, or take it on the go and play it just like that. There's no reason to not think that they could have like a evolved Wii U Pro controller, or it could be compatible with Wii U Pro controllers or Wii U gamepad or other controllers that they've already used. Now, the big thing is that, do they include that into the package? Just saying, like I said, just saying if this was true. If they include like a evolved Wii U Pro controller and you get this in a package and then you do that, it's fine. People who don't like it can use the Wii U Pro controller. People who like it can use that. The biggest thing with Wii U is that it just left out so many different things. It left out a normal controller. It was just a big Wii U gamepad. If you don't like it, then you have to go purchase that. That's an extra added cost on top of you having to go buy a hard drive because you're probably going to run out of space. So, and on top of you having to go buy like a little USB dongle if you want to have wired connection as far as internet goes for like Smash Bros and stuff like that. So as long as they take care of the other things, like for example, putting like a normal controller in the package as well, so people have options, making sure that the system has an Ethernet port, making sure the system has better online play. That's the big thing, is online play, better messaging, all that stuff. This controller is really not a big deal. It's really not a big deal. And like I said, I'm not trying to downplay it or say, oh, this is a good thing, or try to damage controller or anything. All I'm trying to say is that the Wii U had issues outside of just the controller. It was what they didn't do and how much stuff that you have to buy extra, the perception of thought from a lot of people as well. So that's my whole thought on it. I don't care if this is the controller, that's fine, that's the controller. Just as long as you let people use Wii U Pro controllers, or you have a normal controller, people in the box from day one, they don't have to go out there and spend their money on something else. Put a normal controller in there, then I don't have a problem with that. And as long as you shore up the other things, that's all that matters. Making sure that it can run Unreal Engine 4. That stuff's way more important than a controller, because Nintendo can always give you options. Options can always be available. So I'm more worried about the actual system and what it's going to do and how they do the networking and all that than the actual controller, because Nintendo has shown that they're going to give us options with the Wii U. They gave us options, you can use the Wii U Pro controller, so I'm pretty sure that they're going to do the same thing if this was something that you could hook up to your TV and play, because this is so weird to play as a handheld, to have those thumbsticks right there on the screen. I mean, I don't know, that would just be really weird to do on a normal basis, and not be able to hook this thing up to like an HDMI cord or through something and play on your TV. And I would think that this would be something that would integrate with their system, or with a system, a set-top box, cloud computing, where you can boost the strength of it if you have both of them or something like that. So those are just my thoughts on it. But to just let you guys know, I do think this looks really fake. It looks exactly like the prototype that or the patent that they had. It looks like somebody's trying way too hard, and then there's like that note that says you will say wow, or something like that. That's ridiculous. Like, what is this? I mean, if it ends up turning to be real, then fine, whatever. But in my opinion, this is super fake. So give me you guys' thoughts in the comment section below and all that I talked about. So I'd love to hear you guys what you guys have to say about it, because this is a funky story at the least. Anyway, thank you so much for watching this video, guys. I really do appreciate it. Make sure you hit that like button if you didn't like it. Let me know you guys want more discussions on stuff like this in the future, and also subscribe to PlayerEssence for more news, reviews, trailers, tips, and tricks, and everything on weird NX controllers. All right, thanks again, guys, and we will see you for the next video. Peace.